Shit was kind of glitching for a nigga on here, man. I don't know if it came through for y'all, man. But what's happening with everybody, man? What's going on with y'all, brothers?
Chilling.
Peace.
What up?
Yes, sir.
All right,
I like
man,
that. It's nice.
Yeah. I actually designed that shit, nigga, myself, nigga. I actually put that shit together, nigga. But I just want to make sure there was no bitch assness involved. You know what I mean? I'm trying to catch these comments, nigga. And I can't see a comment. You know, I'm new to the StreamYard game, but I guess it should have come through for a minute, nigga. But hey, so let's get this started, man. Let's go around, introduce yourself really quick, man, and then we go ahead and get it started, man, like that. We'll start let's start with you, J Bro. Let's start with you real quick.
Yo, what's up, man? I'm having technical difficulties too on this side because I don't see no comments, no nothing. But this is Jay Roman. A pleasure to be here. I am progressing in my YouTubing and on the shows. I actually created a channel. I've been saying I was going to do it. Done it. It's the J Roman Ways. Look out for some more content coming on it. And you can also contact me on jromanways@gmail.com. So slowly stepping. I appreciate all these brothers on the panels for helping me out. And we getting there. And we're going to talk about a lot of different stuff. You'll get to know me and how I do things. It might be a little different than these brothers, but it's all on the same baseline of, some real man shit.
You was a little long-winded right there, man.
Yeah, I had to let them know about me. I had to let them know about me. Sometimes you gotta let them know about you. So, there you go. In the building now. Hey, I'm getting more stuff, so I'm getting more in the building now.
Hey, man, I'm just an honest nigga, man. Go ahead, man. Zach, go ahead, man.
All right, real quick, before I get into that, New York City, April 2nd. My bad, I probably stole Lucario and Miles.
Nah, nigga, you it's your shit too, nigga. Get it.
New York City, April 2nd. The future speakers and the men that put it together, Lucario, Miles Cunningham, myself, Ron Wills, and Top Rondo will be guest speakers. Check it out.
All right, yeah, man. April 2nd, man. Game Kings 2, the definition of a man, because we gotta define manhood. Because if we don't, it look like it's about to be extinct out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's your boy Miles Cunningham, repping that Masculine Identity Membership. So make sure y'all go to Masculine Identity Membership to get with it, and also follow me on Instagram, Miles in the Game, to hit my link tree, man. You could get the coaching, you could get the Masculine Identity Membership, and you could get tickets to the event in April. Mr. 1950, thank you for having me, and peace to the channel and the chat.
Yeah, what up? It's your boy Mr. Lucario, bad boy, the dating game. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, let's make this happen. Let's do it. I'm ready.
And Mr. Lucario forgot to tell you about the badboymembership.com. So
right, exactly. And the price is going up, people. Price is going up on the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership.
Yeah.
So make sure,
yes, sir.
Yeah, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Exactly, that's a fact.
Yeah. Yo, Mr. 1950, I appreciate you for having me. Yo, man, salute to the panel, salute to the chat. I go by the name of AV, aka Alpha Villains. Make sure y'all subscribe to me on my YouTube channel. Got a morning show, Finish Your Breakfast with AV. Weekday mornings, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go.
All right.
You got one of the cleanest little backgrounds in the bag, nigga. That nigga's over there fresh sipping. Hope you not over there sipping wine, nigga. Nigga, is that a glass of wine? Okay.
It's a beer.
I said the wrong show for that, nigga.
nigga, but AV, you should have more subs though, bro.
He was sipping it with his pinky up.
Nah. Here we go. Don't play with me. Yeah, I got yeah.
I
appreciate you. We grinding though, man. I appreciate y'all.
Motherfuckers used to drink it out of the bottle, nigga. Niggas, modern men out of the glass.
It's hot. That's why it's hot.
Hey, AV, leave that nigga 50 alone, bro.
Yeah, it's hot. My nigga, I was like, all right, let's go.
Hey, look, but AV, if it was a wine ass nigga, we'll really be on you, nigga.
We'd have been on his helmet quick, nigga.
I know.
Nobody's safe, including me, nigga. But
let's go.
This nigga 1950 wish he had a fucking time machine to actually bring niggas back to 1950.
Let's bring them back. Let's bring them back, man. At least a nigga square off, nigga, instead of shooting, nigga, man. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
But hey, let me get right into it, man. So look, Think Like a Man. I wanted to have a throwback movie because a lot of these movies, man, definitely I wasn't in a YouTube game, and I'm sure Lucario and them motherfuckers was. Nigga. But I wasn't in the YouTube game, so I definitely want to talk about, you know, the indoctrination, you know what I mean, of a lot of these movies, how these movies were set up, how these movies was you know, perceived for the world. So I'm gonna play the trailer real quick, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Jay, you're losing the games for us. You're not even using the picks. You shot 1 for 27. I'm not the one that's not coming off the picks.
Y'all done here? We want to play some full court.
Oh, yeah, we're good. No, we're not. Y'all want the court, you play for the court. That's what real men do.
So y'all want to play for it?
Am I stuttering? You're not going to punk us.
I'm not serious.
I am serious. People come in here and they think they got us. They don't have nothing.
This spring.
Babe, I got us lattes. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here.
Okay. Ah, you were an animal last night. So, babe, I was thinking we could go on our first real date.
Yeah, babe, we should do that.
Alex. No, he didn't. He took my coffee.
Guys.
Happy Valentine's Day, sweetie. And you too, Mom.
I'm just gonna leave you two alone.
I'll call you.
Or not.
Will be guys.
Sally, slam. Go park some cars.
Whoa, she's so sweet to the eye. She walk right by with her nose in the sky.
That's my car.
She don't even know who I am.
Okay, where's the window?
The Dark Knight strikes again.
But women have had enough.
What is the problem with men of this generation?
Ladies, till you understand the mindset of a man, you are never gonna win in the game of love.
Act like a lady, but think like a man.
Now one book is changing the game.
What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? What are your views on relationships?
Who are you, Oprah?
I could use a nightcap. She has this 5-date rule before I get invited up.
We like friends without benefits.
She thinks I'm a chef on the rise. She's going to run when I tell her the truth. I'm totally screwed.
Mom, what is this? It's the new read for my book club. Family Feud, Steve Harvey? You doing something to bust like that?
This man is a traitor.
They know all of our maneuvers. This is war, gentlemen.
We used his words to get what we want.
Hey, Mike, how old is your mom?
What?
I'm not saying it like that. I am. It's like that. Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour.
Now, when the truth comes out,
He's a part-time waiter.
There's no such thing as a perfect man.
the game is on.
Only women I want to talk to tonight are dancing naked down to the butt factory.
I need to be held. I need you to rub my back. Put me in my onesie. Whatever you need to do, baby, I'm yours.
Yes, I can. Doubt better leave. I wonder what this plan. Pull me, grab from the bucket game.
I have to show I'm a guy with potential.
Sweet. Where to? Damn, look how small your skirt is. Woo!
Think like a man.
Like us. Follow us. Because I said so.
Even a trailer with some whole ass shit.
Yeah, I think I watched the wrong one. I think I watched part 2 today. Damn, but I swear to God, yo, they fucked me up on YouTube because it said "Think Like a Man" and it was the part 2 shit. But I mean, I saw part 1 years ago, so it's all the same shit.
Hey, look, remember when we watched it and came out the theater and was asking bitches questions?
Right. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Y'all niggas sit next to each other when y'all watched it together and shit?
Yeah, we was
Nigga, it better be a seat between you niggas.
I was on Lucario's lap at the time.
Hey, me and 50 go to the movies, man. We buy a seat. We buy extra. Just so we ain't sitting next to each other.
Yeah. We made sure it's a motherfucker chair between. I like to put my feet up, nigga. I'm disrespectful in the movie theater, nigga. I ain't lying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm around the wall sleeping, your knees start touching other niggas' knee and shit.
I'm deboing niggas in the theater, nigga. This right here, this armrest is mine. So I'm just letting niggas know right now, nigga.
Kevin Hart on the movie. You hear me? Kevin Hart saved this fucking movie. Because if it wasn't for Kevin Hart with the comedy relief, I could not watch that bitch ass Mama's Boy.
Terrence.
I'm getting on him.
I could not watch Romani Malco actually wait 5 dates for this bitch. I could not stand this fucking chef nigga lying to this bitch. I could not stand the little nigga. I know it's a movie, but knowing what we know about Gabrielle Union, just watching this little nigga suck up Gabrielle Union and let her fucking change his apartment around. Yo, this whole fucking movie, bro, I was tight. Like, I was literally tight. And the crazy part is, I knew a certain level of game when I first saw it, but when I watched it again this week, I was like, yo,
Miles. What's so funny is I think it was before you and Lucario came on. I was talking about how being on YouTube and doing what I'm doing now fucked up. I can't watch movies normal now. Right. So now when I see that movie, I'm watching it. I'm getting mad the whole time I'm watching this shit.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, was this the one where he told her to come through and he drove off, but then he came back like he was playing?
Yeah, she wanted to go. She said that she doesn't go out with niggas that don't open the door for him.
Right.
Yeah.
He should have
some hoe ass shit.
He should have kept driving off. You know what I'm saying?
Out of there.
Yeah.
no, and that's facts. All these bitches would have got left. All of them.
All of them. Maybe that one of them.
Hey, it was strange. It was just strange to me how when the 90-day rule, like motherfuckers was really like feeling that in real life. I remember the time niggas was like, yeah, sometime, man, the good ones you gotta wait and all this old stuff. I so remember the trend of niggas really like talking about waiting on a bitch. I remember that.
Oh, but you know what's crazy though? You know what I mean? I never minded waiting because I always had bitches on the side regardless and shit. So I was like, all right, cool, no pressure. You know what I'm saying? But like 5 days to get on a nightcap because the bitch said, wait 5 days to come upstairs, get a nightcap and shit. So I never press a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like if she don't want to have sex, it is what it is. But I was never really hurting because I always had bitches, you know what I mean? A backup plan for a backup plan. So at the end of the day, this what the problem is when a lot of guys think that the girl is special or she's the one, and they decide to cut off their rotation and shit and really try something new as opposed to trying to close the deal fast. That's the problem and shit. A lot of niggas are still doing that today in 2023.
Oh, we can wait 90 days. Hit me up in 90 days.
Word, yeah. That's right.
Holla at me in 3 months.
My presence is pressure though. Like bitch, I'm a nigga that's gonna want to smash. So you might want to go ahead and entertain this, because if not, bitch, I may not pick up ever again. Like this may not even ever work for you. You know what I mean? But let's start with Miles. Let's get your viewpoint on the movie first, and then we go to L, and then we go all the way around.
Trailer first.
The trailer was cool. I think overall, just to be honest and to keep it short, the movie was literally a marketing ploy for Steve Harvey. You understand? Like outside of all of the bullshit, it was just a marketing ploy to get people to buy Steve Harvey's book. And again, I say that Kevin Hart saved the film because what we're looking at is hungry Kevin Hart. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Lucario and myself, you remember Lucario? We used to go to the remember when they would give you free tickets to the next comedy show?
Right.
In the little smoky bars and shit, and they give you comedy tickets to the next joint.
Right.
That's when I first discovered Kevin Hart. And at that point in time, Kevin Hart was the funniest motherfucker in the world to me. I remember Kevin Hart made me catch a fucking spasm in my cheekbones. He made me laugh so hard. I had to walk out the club because he was making me laugh so hard. So I knew Kevin Hart when he was hungry, and that was a hungry Kevin Hart, and he saved that fucking movie. But y'all got it.
Right. I mean, I'll say when watching the trailer, because I fucking watched part 2 and shit, but part 2 is basically part 1, but just the continuation. So I'm seeing all this, remembering all the shit that happened before. So my thing is because it's trying to cater to Steve Harvey, which I think is funny because it's called Think Like a Man, but his whole book is geared towards like still pandering to the woman. This is why it's basically like a chick flick. Like I think you were saying before, 50 is basically a chick flick. And the funny part is, and this is what I noticed they did from this one, but also the part 2, the dude that what's the nigga name? The bald head nigga, the dark skin dude. That's what Megan Good.
Romani Malco.
Right. So he's supposed to be this super player guy, right? But then all of a sudden, he's throwing away his player shit for the woman. You feel what I'm saying? So they trying to make it to seem as to say, like, if you find the right girl, then you'll never want to be with another woman again, or you'll do all these things for this special woman. You feel what I'm saying? That's basically what they're trying to sell.
Right. You know what? That love can tame you and shit. That bullshit.
Right. So that's my first impressions. But go ahead.
Now, real quick, just to piggyback on what Lucario said, he's absolutely right. See, because the thing is, what they're trying to let you guys know is that a man could possibly meet his match. And we all know that men and women are not equal and shit. We are superior to them. And it's not a knock on women. However, it is what it is.
We're the chosen ones.
Right. We're the chosen ones. It is what it is. So at the end of the day, You meet this player guy who has a really great record and shit, that he meets this woman who makes him wait, and now he's bewildered because he's met this woman who thinks that she's a unicorn. And this is the problem, you know what I'm saying? Because this is an innuendo to allow men to think that when you meet somebody who looks special, you're supposed to neglect and ignore your instincts, your masculine instincts. Now, again, I'm not condoning cheating and doing anything like that, but what I am saying is, especially if you just met the bitch, it takes a really long time to get to know somebody, and I would discourage any man to ignore what he feels that he needs to do for a woman, or for anybody for that matter. So that's what they're really trying to convey. They're really trying to show women and men on an even playing field, and that's never going to be the case. And as a result of that, now men are thinking like women and women are thinking like men, and now it's all backwards. And look where we are right now.
Real quick, I just want to say that just to point out the point you just made. Remember the part where the short nigga proposed to Gabrielle Union?
Yes.
Oh. He literally said, "I want to be your wife and I want you to be my husband." And he was like, wait, sorry. I want to be your husband. I want you to be my wife. But they purposely fucking did that in the script of the movie.
Goofy.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait for my time, man. Because go ahead, Zach.
This is what I say.
The trailer.
The trailer. It was showing like it was a comedy, but if you like really pay attention to it, of course we've seen it, so we know each little part they show. We know there was some bitch ass shit because we saw the movie. But when you watch it, it makes it seem like it's a fun movie. Like it's a take your girl, go kick it, have fun. It's a perfect date movie. That's what they make it seem like, right?
Right.
But it's some bullshit. What I didn't like about it, just staying with the trailer.
Yes.
When old boy. When he hopped in the Benz to chase the bitch, number one, he got fired from his gig, but he risked going to jail for Grand Theft Auto to get a bitch's phone number. Like this is what niggas is doing.
Thirst.
But y'all got it, man.
Still doing
the thirst is real. Go ahead.
Hey, I was just about to say that he in the trailer he about to lose his job and go to jail of the potential just to get the number. Like that's crazy. You messing up your whole life and livelihood just for this one lady. I'm gonna take it back to when I first seen this movie, when 2012 when it came out.
It's the trailer.
You know,
we're talking about the trailer.
I know. I'm saying the trailer. When I first seen the movie because of the trailer, I was excited to see the movie just because of the amount of black actors and actresses that was in the movie.
Yeah, real shit.
It's always a thing when we see movies like that, you know, because we remember, you know, Uptown Saturday Night and all those type of movies, the comedy movies that are usually pretty good. You know, the Eddie Murphy movies,
that was the era too. It was the era.
You know, where a lot of movies and stuff. So whenever the cast can reflect something like that, you think it's going to be pretty genuine to some of the stuff you like to see.
Hold on, real quick. Plus, a young Megan Good with the baby fat still on her though.
Yeah. Any era Megan Good, you know. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's
she was handling.
She still had that baby fat, bro.
Yeah, she looked nice.
The lips. She got me with the lips, bro.
But there was a lot of beautiful women in this movie, though. A lot of beautiful women in this movie. So you know, I took a little shorty to the movies to watch this movie. Right. You know, and earlier when we was discussing, we was like, you know, yesterday's price ain't today's price. I feel the same way about the knowledge and the way I see movies in my eyes. Right. You know, yesterday's eyes ain't today's eyes. So watching this movie, I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all. I had to fast forward a lot of stuff because I just couldn't watch it. It was so hard to watch the movie. But I'm gonna keep it to the trailer. I'm gonna keep it to the trailer. Initially, the trailer, the first time, I'm ready to see the movie. When I watched the trailer to try to watch this movie again, I didn't even want to watch it. Like I felt like, I don't feel like watching. This is a lot of time I'm taking to watch this movie for this review. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but that's it about the trailer.
So you know how the healthy cereal boxes normally look a little like it looks adult like. You notice how like the all the shit that's pretty good for you, the health stuff, looks really adult like. Nigga, when I watch this trailer, this motherfucker looked like Captain Crunchbox. You know what I mean? It looked like it was real, like
cartoony,
teeny boppy, really like something like I shouldn't be indulging in, right? So then when I think about when I first seen it, I ain't gonna lie, I seen the broads. I was like, oh, okay, we got some little work up in this little thing, and they had like clips where they were showing a little black woman swag at the time. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, cool. Like Jay Roman was saying, like, hey, this is one of the movies I want to see because of the black actresses and actors. But looking at the trailer, if you really look at even Kevin Hart in the movie, the shit talking in the beginning in basketball court, every shit talking he was doing, like our normal banter, that how we talk shit, was really jokey joke, kind of almost buffoony. And I noticed there just wasn't no masculinity at all in this trailer. Like it was nothing that you can hang your head on and say, okay, it's gonna be a motherfucking Viking or a motherfucking a warrior in this movie. There's none of that's going on. So that's mine on the trailer. And now I'm gonna go to you, Miles, and give me your first impressions of the movie. Tell me what you thought of the movie, and what angle you thought they were playing in the movie.
Okay, well, it brings me back to something I said the other day where, because a lot of time has passed since the movie came out, and something I said the other day on I think it was on the Real Game No Theory show when I was asking guys on the panel, I was like, about 15, 20 years ago, who did everybody complain about who was the culprits for cheating, right? And all of us agreed that a couple of years ago it was men. Nowadays, it's like the culprits who complain about cheating or the culprits these days are women. You understand? So if you think of this movie as like a time capsule, it was still in that time where men were still players and men were still running around smashing everything and cheating, and women were just trying to figure it out, and they were just trying to find a good man and blah, blah, blah. It was like before OnlyFans, before social media, before Instagram, before all the BBLs, before all of this stuff. So looking at this movie now, it's kind of like it was like back in the day when like we still had that last ounce of respect for the black woman type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we still was on some protect our black women, and Taraji P. Henson is a national treasure, and Megan Good is, you know what I'm saying? Like even though she just got smothered out by 50, but it's all right though. We still hold her in high regard. Like it was that time where it was a pedestalization, but it was more authentic. Like it wasn't disingenuous as it is today. You see what I'm saying? So that was one thing that caught me looking at the movie. It was a time capsule of the, like a snapshot of the conditions of relationships back then, where men was just running around smashing everything and women were still the innocent ones. Nowadays, it's a different story these days, right? Because we got OnlyFans, we got Instagram, we got social media, and it's like men are looking at men. It was literally like a foreshadowing of the future. Right, where nowadays men are the ones trying to shit. If I'm gonna say it, we're the fucking Steve Harvey book. Niggas coming to us for the game now.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? And now notice like how the men went and bought the book to try to combat what the women was doing.
Right? Ain't that crazy?
Ain't that crazy? Now you got chicks like Pearly Things and other chicks. Taking the book of game that we put out, and then, or red pill, whatever you want to call it, like the amalgamation of everything together, right? And using that energy to kind of combat what's going on on the men's side and vice versa, with all this back and forth nonsense with the social media and so on. I know that there's a better way that I can say this, but the ideas are just coming to me now. That's why. But I really just saw like it was a snapshot of the relationship between men and women at a certain time, and now we see that a lot has changed, and it's crazy how I'll say this about the movie too, that a lot of it was very. I know we said it already, but it was really, really hard to watch, knowing what I know now and knowing that type of relationship or that type of mentality of women is not the same today, where you can't really sit there and give a woman all of the things that she's requesting if you take yourself seriously as a man these days. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, but at the same time, the game still holds true even back then. You understand what I'm saying? The game never changed. It's just the environment. You understand what I'm saying? So the movie was a snapshot, like a time capsule to me. And watching it was kind of hard, knowing what I know now. And again, shout out to Kevin Hart for allowing me to get through the fucking movie. You understand? Because the little snippets with him making joke, like when he was on the phone with and you found out that his girl was Wendy Williams. Like that was some funny shit. He was like, I need you to put me in my onesie and all this shit. And it was good. It was good, man. But the game was true then and it's still true now. It's just that I think we still had, so to speak, we still had gloves on back in 2012. You understand? These days the gloves are off. You understand? These days the gloves are off, and niggas gotta hit bitches straight in their fucking face. Where we ain't waiting on no 90-day rule. If you ain't down with a nigga program, get the fuck up out of here. Ain't no mama's boys anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because
there is a passport, bro. His mama's boy. He was caught on video saying he had a second mother.
But I'll pass it. I'll pass it on. Y'all got it.
That's crazy. I always say this because I'm trying to remember a lot of stuff that happened in the first one because I saw the whole fucking second one today. That shit was trash. But but basically, I noticed it's sort of like the same stuff because what I remember from the first one and second one is that it's mainly this thing where, and I think it's so ironic that the whole title is called "Think Like a Man," because most of what's going on in the movie is not really like, none of the guys are doing really like man shit, and the only one that comes close to the man shit is the nigga that was fucking with Megan Good. You understand? Close. Yeah. But usually what happens is that they make that guy to be like the worst. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's like all the way on the other side of the spectrum, whereas the other dudes, they're just like, you know, like they're just guys who are kind of like soft, like the mama's boy dude, and the rest of them are just kind of like your average everyday motherfucker. So I feel like, you know, in these movies, it kind of, you know, it lends itself to that sort of chick flick thing because they can't actually do anything with like real man stuff. Like there's never gonna be, I don't feel like I can't even remember the last time I seen a movie where it was like real man shit all the way to the end. It's always either some real man shit at the beginning, then the man turns into a pussy by the end of the movie, or he finds that one special girl that turns him into that. And I think, you know, that was happening a lot with that character, but also with the rest of the characters, they was just like basically cornballs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they go that shit.
You got me really thinking though. I don't remember the last one from start to finish without one bitch ass nigga, man. I that behooves me, nigga.
Well, you talking about all movies or like movies like this?
Yeah, all of them. Think about what's one from start to finish.
Shaft.
You need to watch a movie called The Gentleman, and you need to watch another one called Wrath of Man.
Wrath of Man. You're right.
He did the review for that. You did. I think you did the.
Yeah,
review.
I did. Yeah, I did that one.
Jason Statham and Wrath of Man. Jason
Statham. Right.
Yeah.
You guys had really great points, man. I mean, first thing, what Jay Roman said in regards to black excellence, I guess, right? You know, we see a all black cast. You know, they're in a positive light. This is something that should be catered to our people. So we want to support and we want to see our people in a better light. But what 50 said was very important. You know, the portrayal of our people comes off as coonish, like just real goofy and real clownish and shit. And that's not necessarily how we really are. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we are indeed the chosen ones. We are the most desirable. Don't let nobody else tell you fucking different. You know what I'm saying? So people are afraid of us. They just don't want you to know how great we are. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, Miles said something very important in regards to time capsules. You know, back in the day, the golden years or the good old days, I'm not saying we should have pedestalized women at all. However, it was easier and more justifiable to respect a woman because niggas was players. That's what we did. And women, even though we knew what it was, they were not portraying themselves to be like a man. It was behind the scenes. It was behind closed doors and shit. You know what I mean? Lady in the streets, freak in the sheets. Now it's reversed. And then when we talk about fast forward, how things have changed, I don't think that things have necessarily changed. It's just things have kind of inverted themselves. Now, niggas are what the women were back then, and now women are what niggas were back then today. So it kind of flipped around. And when you talk about indoctrination, you talk about all the subtle messages that we've been seeing that we didn't necessarily realize until we started doing YouTube and coaching and shit like that.
Right.
You get to see how far this rabbit hole was. And really, for me, and I'm sure I speak for all of you guys, as I watch movies from the past and I do shows like this, man, it really makes me feel, it really kind of, I guess it defines what I'm doing. It really makes me feel like what I am doing is purposeful. It's not just about bitches, because if we didn't notice these subtleties and now we understand where the world is today, it is our job, one of our duties as men on a microphone, to really kind of correct things and really remind guys what it can still be and the benefits of what it still can be. Right. So the movie, again, you know, it has some girls in there and shit, you know, Megan Good and Regina King, I think. Those were my two favorites. But when we talk about masculinity and things like that, we don't remember the last time we saw a male. That's because of the agenda and all the programming. So at the end of the day, it's definitely going to make our jobs harder. And where we are today is a result of movies like that. But again, you know, today that we are talking about it and unpacking it, I think this gives more validity and more credibility to what we're doing, because now you guys can rewind this, look at the movie and say, damn, these guys were right. And then perhaps you guys will give Lucario, Miles, Zagan, 50 a little bit more credit and be a little bit more open-minded in terms of the content that they're spitting to you niggas, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to the shit that's all shiny and all lights, only leading you to fall off a motherfucking cliff. So
we circling bitches on our thumbnail and putting arrows to their face to make sure niggas click. Like, you know, the bitch ass arrow button, nigga. You know, click the. You know, that's how these niggas get to. You know, we talking about this bitch. Make sure you click. And shit, go ahead, Zach. Man.
Here's my overall view, and like I said, the very first time I watched it, I didn't catch it like I caught it now. In the very, very beginning of the movie, when Kevin Hart was kind of narrating the beginning of it, there was some illustrations where he was talking about, what did he say? He was talking about marriage was the ultimate thing for guys because you can finally get what you really wanted. Right? That, right? And then it showed him about to smash the chick, and it showed a little red ring on her finger and all that. So the symbolism was there. Then it said, fast forward now, with a bunch of people on the beach and shit. Like now, basically, like now it's different. Like now, you don't got to get married to get what you want. So it made it seem like it's a situation where men are winning now. Right. But here's the thing: when you watch the movie, it almost seemed like the women were trying to take back control. Yeah. Like, no, now you got to do something for this pussy again. You niggas been getting away too long.
Yeah.
We just running up in this tree. Now we're gonna make you niggas wait. We're gonna make you open car doors for a bitch. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make you meet our kids. All this goofy shit. So
hey, real quick, Zach. And you notice how we all kind of laughed at that. And you know why it's humorous to us? It's humorous to us, niggas. We don't have these problems with bitches. If you look at most people's panels, they don't find that humorous. Right. Nigga, these niggas are serious and mad because they're actually living that. Nigga, and for us, it's laughable. Nigga, I'm over here I'm seeing niggas smiling and laughing.
I'm giggling, nigga. I'm giggling. You got me giggling over here. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and point that out, nigga. Go ahead, though.
So it was almost like it started off that way where men had to marry the chick. It was that saying, you know, why would the man buy the cow when he can get the milk for free type of shit? Yeah. So the movie was almost like a culmination of women saying, now you got to buy the cow, nigga. Which is the whole making niggas wait. And you had all of these niggas jumping through hoops. All in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Based on what the woman was doing. All of these niggas is changing and they're being very accommodating to the chick because they feel like, and if you think about how everybody ended up getting together at the end, it was kind of almost like, see guys, if you accommodate the woman and pacify and appease the woman, you too can have this.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
Exactly. Nigga Zag's a cold nigga, man. Right. It's a cold nigga right there.
Stood up heavy. He's dissected that shit.
All the way through.
Ringer.
One of the biggest things for me is that none of the men was in control. Ever. And basically, it was just they controlled the relationship. That cat came home, and Gabrielle Union changed the whole apartment up. Took down everything,
all his pop figures, his posts, all that shit.
And then walked down the steps, no repercussions, no nothing, and was like, "Yeah, I tidied up a little bit," and that was it. And then moved on quickly. So, what do you want for dinner? Let's pick something. And it was just like never in control the whole way. I don't like the way they made it seem like a whole bunch of men is just gossipers. Now, we all understand as being younger. I never was a big locker room talk type person. I always kept my stuff under wraps on the under because nobody knew how to keep a secret. So,
not me, nigga. I was I was telling all these niggas what bitches I was smashing.
I always kept it under wraps.
And if it's the quarterback bitch, nigga, it's the quarterback bitch, nigga. I had your bitch.
But I tell you this, when we get older, we don't sit around and talk like that.
Nah.
We don't sit around and talk. What you doing don't affect me at all.
Right.
I got a saying, what you fuck don't make me come. So why does it matter to me? Exactly. So just the way they was portraying the maturity level of the so-called men in the movie. Like the maturity level was so low, they basically had them all at a childish state. And then they want to say it's think like a man instead of think like a male or think like a simp, because they matured them up later on, but it wasn't for themselves. It was to get this woman.
Yeah.
The only reason why they matured, the only reason why he progressed in his thinking or anything is to get the woman, to make it. And then when someone was in jeopardy of getting them, the wheels are falling off. I don't know what I would do without her. And you got to go big, dude. You got to do something else. You got to do something else. And then they had the even kill guys, right? The ones that was married. The dude that was married. Hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you guys.
Gary Owens.
Yes. we gotta do some equal. We are equal and we love. And even him, the whole relationship seemed like a placement. I don't do it because I have to. I do it because I want to, because this is where I'm at. And just the way it was just like, come on, like there was no. It was very, very hard this time around.
She's my wife.
To sit and be like, yo, and that might have been one of the most manliest statements, right? Like, I don't care what you guys think. Like, I'll accept that. I don't care what you guys think. I do it because I love them. This is my wife. Like, that was one of the most manliest statements because he stood on that. Right. But at the same time, everybody's, tell me what to do, man. Let's all buy the book so we can manipulate around it. Like, it just put them all in a childish maturity level, low maturity level state. And it was disgusting. Yeah. Let's just say what it is. It was just disgusting.
Yeah, I definitely felt that way too, like a motherly vibe, like, being in control. But I really want to address the men off top, like, going through every single one of these men. First of all, hypergamy was all in this movie. Hypergamy was in this movie. It definitely was. I forgot what her name was. When she went and talked to Morris Chestnut or whatever his name was.
Taraji P. Henson's character.
She saw that nigga walking. It was slow motion and shit, nigga. But but I wanted to bring that up for you red pill niggas. But I will say every single man in this movie was a buffoon. There was every one of them never stood on what they really wanted. All of them was really. I know it was like, I think I don't know if this is romantic comedy. I don't know what it was. Or what was the meaning behind it? Was it I don't know what it was, but I know just looking at the men, it was all like an R&B album. It was baby this, please don't leave me this. Okay, show me how to love.
I'll give it all
the shit that R&B niggas. So it kind of like tied into all of that, right? So it and women, for them, that's a feel good movie. This is it. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of man that I want in my life. What women gonna say that until they meet the guy. You know what I mean? But until then, they have a picture of who they think the guy is, right? And so normally, if you look at these type of movies, they normally have one raw motherfucker in the movie that's a straight motherfucker, man. But he was not in this. He was not present. He was not. There was nobody I could be like, damn, where's this nigga coming back? Let me see what this nigga gonna say. None of that. Every single one of these niggas was bitch ass niggas, which goes into my next question. Give me a part or a person that really set us back 20 years in this movie. Give me a part or a person that set us back 20 years in this movie, man.
Look, the mama's boy, like I said, it was a snapshot, man, but it was a representation of all these mama's boys out here today.
Mm-hmm.
All these emotional ass niggas out here today. Like, I get niggas in my chat on my lives talking about, yo, man, the way that you deal with the callers, man, I just don't like it, man. It's disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. And then instead of not clicking on my shit, they would come on my shit and talk slick. Say some underhanded shit and, yo, Miles, what's up with you, man? Why your head so bald? And shit, why you always wearing glasses, yo? We can't see your eyes. We can't tell if you honest or not, nigga. What's going on with you?
Oh my God.
But it's really just the emotionality. So when I see any nigga that values his mother or any woman over himself, it just puts me in I turn into a fucking pit bull. Like I just start like, you understand? Those parts with the homie's mother was so cringe. And then the beautiful part, the best part about his character was when he came to her house that morning and the fucking pastor came down with the spatula like, hey girl, what's going on? I'm about to flip you and smack you up, but where you been? And he was like, Pastor Johnson, what you doing here? How long has this been going? And then even that part was cringe because he started asking questions like, how long has this been going on? Nigga, you see your mama with a nigga upstairs, state your business and get the fuck out the house so your mom can get back to it, nigga.
Right.
Right.
So in this movie, they showed like it was kind of cartoony, right? But at the same time, it's the minds of a lot of the men that we're trying to save with the game that we spit today and all the content that we put out today. Like AV was saying, those are the minds of them. Those are the majority of these cats who have been raised by their mother and got that softness about them. Let me tell you something about women, and I'll just end it with this. Oh, it's a woman's job to come up with excuses for feelings.
Facts.
I hope y'all like. I know every man know what the fuck I'm talking about. No matter what, it don't matter how much sense it make or don't make. If a bitch is feeling a certain way, she has the excuse to go with the feeling. So when you're raising a fucking man child and the man child feels a certain way, the mother loves the child. I get it. But you also come up with the excuse for the feeling and then you inject that into the mind of that little boy. So every time he's feeling this way, oh, well, my mom says that this is why I'm feeling this way and it's okay for me to feel this way. Nah, brother. You a fucking man. Life is going to go on without you no matter how the fuck you feel. So we need you to get the fuck up out your feelings. So when I see mama's boy shit, like that is the most detrimental to me. So that was my take on the most bitch ass nigga shit in the fucking movie.
I would say I would say the mama's boy is the second. I say the first one still is the player nigga.
And he didn't represent us right. God damn it.
The reason why is this, because you got to understand, with all the other guys, right, in relation to the player dude, right, the player dude in the whole scheme of things, right, he's supposed to be in the eyes of like, modern society and how people see things. He's like the most outlandish one. He's the most fucked up person, right? Because he, in relation to the other guys, they're just like, regular goofy guys or whatever. They're likable, they're lovable. But this nigga over here,
he's supposed to know better.
Right, exactly. So now what happens is that when the Megan Good character comes in and he switches up for her, right? What it means is that they're trying to say, yo, go towards the side of the other guys. Be like those niggas. You understand? Don't be like you. Be like those niggas. And then what happened? Like, listen.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good. You good. What happened?
I don't know what happened with my shit.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You good? What happened? You good? You probably don't even.
I don't think he can hear us.
You probably can't hear us. Oh, he probably got cut off. But yeah, I was gonna say, basically all I was gonna say is this: is the reason why he's the most detrimental to me, in my opinion, is because what happens is saying, hey, listen, don't go with your actual desire and feeling about what you want to do. If you find this girl who you think is special, you gotta disconnect from that and become like all the other guys.
Right.
Because other guys are the guys who are looking at the women as special. So it's basically taking that one fucking guy who's the closest to masculinity to try to turn him into the bitch ass niggas. So it's like we need the bitch ass nigga shit to win. That's basically what they're saying.
Facts. Lucario's tight.
Yo, so real quick, let me say my part. So what 50 said was very important earlier. 50 said a lot of women have a picture, an imaginary picture of what a man should be until they meet that guy.
Right.
And for me, and the character in particular is Michael Ealy, the one that was trying to court Taraji P. Henson. And this is very important because we talk about it for the red pill niggas, 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, 6 figures and all that shit. He is a representation of that, right? He felt that he needed a nice car. He needed to lie about what he did to try to appear to be what the woman thought she needed, as opposed to focusing on who the fuck he was. You know what I mean? His aspirations, etc. And this is what we all talk about. This is for the most part, this is what you guys talk about, Real Game No Theory, masculine identity, all of these things. Again, to know yourself, identify yourself, work on yourself so you could become the best version of yourself. So that guy in particular, he's a representation of what guys still feel that they need today to at least have an opportunity to talk to a bitch. Now, money status and shit. So at the end of the day, that set us back. As you can see, it continues to happen to this day. This is why there are certain sector of YouTube that are really profitable, because they continue to dangle the fact that women want something, and we tend to ignore the fact that we shouldn't give a fuck what women really want, because most of the women that want something are on OnlyFans. They're divorced, they're ratchet, etc. So they're not even a woman that you should even consider giving your time, your energy, your sperm, and all of that shit, unless you just want to smash. I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, we talk about it, and we're never going to get off our square about this. We're older gentlemen. We're real guys. It's all about your mouthpiece and your mindset, because at the end of the day, you can lose all that frivolous shit, but you cannot lose your mindset and your mouthpiece. So if you guys continue to focus on those things, on the real things, you can survive and have any woman that you want. Because again, like Steve the Dean says, shout out to Steve the Dean, you got to fuck the pussy in her head, not in between her legs. Because when you get to that, everything else is by default. So that's what it is.
Yeah, he was a bitch ass nigga. Go ahead, Zach.
I can't wait. And I'm gonna jump on the player dude, because L, when I say what I'm about to say, you're probably gonna remember, because he was really a bitch ass nigga. So first and foremost, he did the thing with the car where he drove off, drove back, got out of the car, let the chick in. Right. So already he is no longer dealing with a woman on his terms. He's dealing with her on hers.
Right.
And I tell you guys all the time, once you do that, you might not realize the ramifications of that. But now that she sees
it's a wrap.
You, and I'm gonna show you what she does later, all within this little short span of time where she kept pushing the envelope to get this nigga to do how she wanted shit to be done.
Right.
So that happened. Now at the end of the day, when he played that bitch ass song and shit, you know what I'm saying?
In his car,
like, did the girl break your heart? He was like,
his CD,
looking like a hoe.
Track 7.
Yeah, like a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Who hurt you?
Exactly. So then when he walked up to the door and he tried to do the nightcap shit, and she was like, "No, it ain't gonna happen." He was like, "Well, how many times do I got to take you out before I get invited?"
Oh God!
Why are you asking that?
That's crazy.
Okay, I ain't done yet. Then the morning of, when he walked downstairs and Kevin Hart is in the kitchen and shit, and he talked about how old girl was making him wait 5 dates before he get the invite. He said, "I'm done with her." And then what he do? He text her, "How about dinner tonight?" Then she texts back, "I don't go out with men who text me." What? In other words, call me, nigga. Yes.
Yo, you know what? I take it back. The player nigga is the worst. He's
the worst. He's the worst.
He got me changing my mind and shit.
Bro, these were the parts of the movie where I was like, motherfucker, like what is going on with this movie?
So the whole step of the way, because when you talk about a player, dude, you're talking about a dude who has a structured way of doing things with women. He meet this chick and switch up everything.
And real quick, just to add to it real quick, Zach. If y'all notice, he had the nicest fucking apartment.
This shit was dope.
Because I said this on the Boomerang review too. A real player, like a player, a nigga that's about his business. His dwelling is immaculate. You got to remember that. Remember Kevin Hart was staying at his house because he was in the doghouse. Yeah, he got extra room in his place, and he had a big ass spot that was perfect. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Zach.
Yeah. No, and I just want to point that out. I knew when I said it, LaCar was gonna be like, "Yeah, that is a bitch ass nigga."
Yeah, man. Shit.
But to me, he was the worst because he was the like El said, the one representation that was not socially conditioned like everybody else. That wasn't doing shit based on societal norms, not other shit. He's the one guy that all chicks call the asshole or the bad boy of the dating game. He's the one dude that was supposed to be that. But it was almost to say, see, if you keep being a player, you're not gonna find love, nigga. And if you want to find love, sometimes you gotta bend the knee and be accommodating to that woman, and then eventually she can tame you, and you can become that guy that you were meant to be. You know what I'm saying? As if to say that having a player's mindset that there's something faulty about that way of thinking.
Right. Now I know we got a little bit of time left, but I wanted to say this really quick, man. I don't know if y'all noticed, but like men and that's on television and these shows, they friends don't really like. I know my niggas. I ain't never had a problem with my niggas when it come to abroad. Nigga, everybody knows the code. Nigga, everybody lives by the code. None of these niggas live by the code. And then if you look at like these little VH1 shows, all these little reality shows, there's niggas in real life that don't have a code. These niggas is like, oh man, you know you got a good woman there, man. You just go ahead and just suck it. Like it's so much bitch assness that's being passed around. Nigga, like this is really who we are and shit. Nigga, like Derek Jackson is the homie or something. That nigga gonna, you know what I mean? Like he the one nigga gonna call me, hey man, you make sure she's your queen. Nigga, you gotta make sure. A lot of that shit's going on right now, man. But go ahead, J. Roman.
I mean, listening to you guys, the player guy is starting to creep up.
Fuck it up,
yeah. And I'm gonna make my point about both of them because initially it was the mama boy, and the reason why for me was when they discovered the book, right? He's giving away all our secrets, and so they have this book here. He pretended to be and was moving his mom around and, jumping through all these hoops to prove to this lady that, I'm a man. I'm a man. No, don't worry about my mom. I'm a man. I'm a man. I just thought that was so freaking corny that you're not even doing it for yourself because that's a real life thing you need to improve. Like if you look back at your track record, you done lost some people. You took your mom on a Valentine's date with your girl, you know what I'm saying? You sitting there and she's just like, oh, well, goodbye, baby. But as soon as mama finds something, she's out.
She's out.
Right? So it took mom to find something for him to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't make my mom everything.
Cut the umbilical cord.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just, like, are you serious, bro? Like it's almost like a make-believe character. Like I have never seen it in my life. I've seen some cats that I didn't respect because of the way they move. Right. I ain't never seen one that bad where it's like, dog, are you serious?
J. Roman, real quick, if I could add this too. The part towards the end where he's at the family barbecue with her and he stands up on the fucking table talking about, everybody, I'm in love with this woman. She's the light of my life.
He did do that.
Validation seeking bitch ass. Bro, I couldn't take it, but you got it, J. Roman.
Yeah, it was like a made up character to me. Like I can't believe this. I can't believe what I was watching. That it took your mom to get smashed, for you to wake up and be like, well, maybe I need to stand up on my own. Like it was ridiculous. One of the things that got me about the player though, about the 5 dates that he actually went to make those 5 dates. And not. The thing that bugged me about some of this stuff, nobody expressed anything to any of these ladies, right? Nothing real, not a real conversation. Like, hey, I don't mind you waiting until you feel comfortable for a nightcap, But to say it's 5 dates, that means it ain't really about me. It's just about the 5 dates. As long as I survive the 5 dates, then that's it. And that ain't nothing. None of the guys had any vetting. It was all of them proving for the ladies, but nothing, no standards for themselves. And I don't like that. You mean to tell me Steve Harvey not one of the men? Because the characters, there's like Zach said in the beginning, there's several different type of men. None of the men have standards. None of the men stand up on their own. You mean to tell me that these are the only men on earth and the women have to mature them up just to be with them?
Right. See, that's why I said that the whole movie is a fucking promo for the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even about real life. It's
like they just made a thing around that. And it's funny real quick. And this goes a little off topic because this is about the part 2 one. The player nigga in part 2, he kept running into women that he fucked around with in the past while he was with Megan Good at the time in part 2. And all of the women he ran into hated him. And so what was funny was about that shit is that it's almost to say like this nigga, he's not really like a player nigga. He's probably a nigga that just do a bunch of frivolous shit to get pussy. Right. And fuck off with these women. And that's why they so mad at this nigga. You see what I'm saying? So is that type of bullshit. It's crazy. Like, man,
niggas ain't gonna understand that, bro. They don't understand that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I gotta watch number 2. I don't think I've seen number 2. I was disgusted with 1. I don't think I've seen 2. I'm gonna watch that shit now, nigga. It's
the same pandering as number 1, man. Just the same shit. On 2 knees, begging.
Yeah. So the person for me, and it's gonna be on some shit, but really, dog, it was really Kevin Hart. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, dude. Let me just tell you why, nigga. Like his imaginary bitch, the nigga's over his homie house. You left your own spot.
Right.
You know, you can't even, in every conversation, he was such a bitch ass nigga, want to be held and all this whole shit, nigga. It was like, it was really fucking with me. Like, I wanted to turn the movie off. Then I was just recent. But not just that, there's a level of buffoonery in the movie that was almost Flavor Flay-ish. Right. You know them niggas that just like on social media be blowing their eyes up,
doing too much,
eating that dancing buff nigga right there to be dancing in front of them white people,
Sambo
like,
ass nigga. I hate that nigga.
Sambo,
yeah, this is Sambo, coon, like buffoonery niggas, right?
So old nigga, bro.
That's exactly how I felt. I didn't feel like that before though, but I felt like he was a buffoon in this movie. Nigga, to make black masculinity a joke. It was a fucking joke. And that shit bothered the shit to my core. Every joke, I was cringing like this. I can't believe that this shit's out. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to send a group text out like, nigga, we can't do this movie. We gonna put this shit back on the
cancel
map.
this shit.
Hey, I almost said that too.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie.
We're gonna have little niggas watching it and shit,
nigga. I almost texted you like, you sure you want to review this bitch ass movie, nigga? Like,
it's too much. It's too much.
I had that thought, bro. I was like,
oh my nigga, I was like, I couldn't. I was close. But let me like that was the one for me, and just because over everything, I'm a black man first, right? And so. Like, I feel that shit to my core. Like, there's nothing else I can move. But the light skinned nigga with the green eyes, who the hypergamy bitch ran up on me.
Michael Ealy.
Yeah,
Ealy. Okay, all right. So it's, already light skinned niggas. You know how we are in the hood, man. From the trenches. Light skinned niggas. Man.
I know,
they always gonna be finessed. You know what I mean? They always. Nigga, it's something. It's gonna be something vaginal. They're gonna be saying, doing. But what got me though? Is the bitch showed up to something she didn't support. She showed up, nigga, with the homies, and your bitch ass niggas knew she was coming. And y'all niggas didn't warn the nigga. Like, I'd have told her, hey, bitch, stay home, bitch. I'm out here trying to work. Nigga, she came all the way up to the thing, to the window, like, hey, I just wanted to say, I just really sorry, I miss you. It was like the whole thing. and he just invited that bitch. Like, he was so weak, nigga. She dog walked you, nigga. Stepped
And
on your
dismissed
mother.
Yo,
he was the
and
most
dismissed.
disrespected in the movie to me.
Yo, 50.
Yeah, he was.
She came up inside the fucking food truck, yelled at his fucking employees, and then yelled at the customers.
Oh,
yes, with my money.
Remember Bruce was at the window waiting for his order, and she fucking told him, "Get out of here, Tubby. You don't even need this shit. Beat it." She said, "Beat it" to his fucking customer.
Oh my nigga.
Hey, Miles. Hey, I'm gonna have to pause. I'm gonna have to pause this. Miles, we appreciate that you watched the movie completely through. I couldn't make it completely through. It seems like you are the only one that watched it completely through. The second time around. Okay, well, I'm just saying, man.
It was
dedication. I appreciate that, man.
It was really hard for me right there for this nigga to be so accepting.
Yeah.
And then the best you've ever had came on in the back. You know that little song from John fucking
I don't want to brag.
John Feminine Legend. Yeah. I'll be that nigga. That shit came on in the back, and nigga, all I seen was this bitch coming on there like this. If this nigga gonna take her back, you so bitch ass nigga. And then all the other niggas was holding they bitch at the same time when they hit the camera on the nigga. They was all holding it.
Get him, girl. Get him, girl.
I'm so nigga, this is bitch ass shit, nigga. It was some real bitch ass shit, but. Hey, it's been about an hour. So look, what we're gonna do is the last thing we're gonna do really, really quick. We'll go around, and I want you guys to say, give me the stars out of 5. You know, I kind of already know, but what we want to do is one. It's gonna be 1 to 5. You know, 1 horrible, 5 the best. In between is about 3. So we'll start with you, Miles.
All right, for me, I'll give it a 1 for the black cast, and I'll give it a 2 because, like I said, Kevin Hart kind of like made it bearable with the comic relief. So yeah, 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that.
Man, I'm gonna give it shit. I'm gonna give it 2 because at least it was funny, and it was all black cast, but the other 3 stars they didn't get because. The simping is way too heavy, so I can't. It's way too heavy, bro. It's like it's like certain movies I don't like. I don't like watching simp movies, and then I don't like watching what I call nigga struggle movies. You know, like the slavery movies or movies that
you with me too.
Like hood shit.
I cannot see another black man getting whipped, nigga. I cannot.
Word, man.
Slave movies, nigga. Nigga.
Yo,
I fuck with Django though.
Hey,
Django was the shit.
I want to change my shit. 1.5 stars, man. 1.5 stars, because the fucking simping was too much, and the comic relief is not enough for the simping. So yeah, 1.5 stars, please.
I agree. Yeah, me too. 1.5 stars for me. Kevin Hart salvaged the movie, and I'm just glad that it was so terrible that we were able to do a show and let y'all niggas know what it really is and where y'all niggas are right now. So 1.5 stars for me.
I'm gonna give it 1.5. I'm gonna give it 1 for it's black people working. You know what I'm saying? Getting paid. I love that. I'm gonna give it 0.5 star for Megan Good because I was her the whole time and she was
you lightweight simping. You lightweight simping right now, Zach. Nigga Rosa.
She done changed the rating, boy.
Nigga for her lips, he done up the rating.
He gonna wait them 5 dates. That's
Zag, wait.
Hell no.
That means Zag gonna switch up if he meet her. If he gonna meet her, nigga, Zag gonna switch up. Nigga, we gonna see a different Zag.
Hell no.
They gonna be arching his back, talking to her and shit. Hey.
Excuse me, Miss Good. How are you?
Let me open that door for you.
Oh shit. Go ahead, J. Roman.
Hey, I'm giving it a 2 stars. The amount of cast members in this movie, from Big Boy all the way down to like different stars that was in a different little roles in the movie. I love seeing casts like that, even if they don't play a big part. I still laughed at some of the parts. Kevin Hart is pretty funny. One of my favorite parts in this whole movie is in the beginning when he's playing basketball and he's like, "We ain't giving up the court unless we played for it. But you know, at least they got dragged. But still, that was some manly part. Like, hey,
Roman,
you just don't walk
I
over
didn't
and
like
push
that
me
they
off the
had
court.
Ron Artest in them little ass shorts.
Yeah.
Little ass short.
I don't like that. I had a problem with that shit.
This nigga had
Them
hoochie daddy
just
shorts.
tiny, nigga. They had the cuts on the side. The nigga on the side of the
Slits,
shorts,
the slits.
nigga had slits. Yeah, the little slits on the side.
Some purple
I'm like, nigga, who?
From
Nigga, if I see any nigga hooping like that,
1983 shorts.
we're not hooping. Game over, nigga. We're not hooping in these.
And then he dragged him on his back. Did he put him on his back?
Yeah, and I don't care what nobody say. You hop on a nigga back. Yeah. We ain't gonna. You know, I mean, a whole lot going on when you give a nigga a piggyback ride, nigga. But look,
but at least he stood up for the whole group. Like, man, we ain't just giving it up.
Yeah,
he got just like, no, look at him. Let's go. Let's leave. Like, come on, man.
Nuts on another nigga's back, though.
yeah,
Don't
for real,
push us
nigga.
off the court, man.
Nigga's chest plate, nigga. Have you ever had a nigga's chest plate on your back, nigga? That's what the whole piggyback ride is about, nigga. But look, man. So look, man. I'm gonna give it 1 star. I would give it negative stars, but I got to stay on the spectrum. So I would. Just look, man. Even though these are black people, I think we should really hold our people accountable for what their product they're putting out in our communities. Because I really think it does more worse than good. Like they got a paycheck, but the millions of eyes that seen this movie is setting us back, and it's validating bitch assness, simping, all these niggas that's complaining about women being masculine, all this old shit. Like it confirms all that loser shit so much that it fucks us up. And I know these motherfuckers be wanting roles. So like movies like Pootie Tang and all these shit gotta happen because you know we don't own the you know, we're not Paramount, you know what I mean? We don't own the studios and shit. So we be taking buffoonery movies. But I think if we stand up and say, you know what? We cannot support, even if our people's in it, nigga. We cannot support buffoonery ass movies because I think Kevin Hart, that player nigga, that all them niggas, all of them played a part at setting us back about 20 years. But I really appreciate you guys, man. We're gonna go around real quick and y'all let everybody know what's next, and then we get up out of here. Go ahead, Miles.
Yes, sir. Like I said, man, appreciate you for having me, Mr. 1950. Make sure y'all go check out the Silverback Lifestyle, man. Mr. 1950 is the man. So check this out, man. Check out the Masculine Identity Membership. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com where you get the game on recognizing who you are, not only as a person, but as a man. And knowing who you are allows you to understand how to get what you want. You understand? Knowing who you are allows you to understand how to get what you want. So go to masculineidentitymembership.com. And also remember, coming up April 2nd, we have the Game Kings 2 Definition of a Man seminar with guest speakers. Guest speakers, Kerry K. Zagan on the panel right now. We got Ron Wills, we got Taekwondo from the dojo, we got Miss Lucario and myself, man. Make sure y'all go to my Instagram at Miles in the Game on Instagram. Hit the link tree and get your tickets, man. Appreciate y'all. Thanks to the panel. Thanks to the chat and everybody, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, so guys, remember, like Miles said, make sure you get tickets to the seminar. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. Remember, the price is going up on March 31st. Shout out, you 1950 for having me on here. You know, it would be a challenge though if you reviewed a Notebook. I would love to see what you.
Hey, we gotta do that. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've never seen that movie.
Let's do it.
That'll be a challenge. Do that shit.
Let's do it.
Oh, nigga, let's do it.
Hey, listen, Lucario, just make sure you review part 1, nigga. Part 1.
Hey, nigga, when did that come out? Nigga, when?
It came out like years ago. That was a minute.
It's a popular movie. It's a popular.
That's
next.
It's crazy.
I want to make a bet with 50. I bet you can't get through 30 minutes. I bet you
You're right.
It's that bad. It's that I'm gonna put it in the group chat, nigga. I'm gonna check that shit out tomorrow, nigga.
30 minutes, nigga. 30 minutes.
That's 2004.
Without pausing and stopping, nigga. Yeah.
That movie came out in 2004.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that shit. Fuck that. Dude. I want to be down in that one. That's what
was horrible, nigga.
No
weeks,
nigga.
My guys, man, I appreciate 50 for having me on, and respect and salute to the panel and the yo, man, this was awesome, man. I go by the name of AV, aka Alpha Villains. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, Alpha Villains. I got a morning show tomorrow. We're gonna talk about does forgiving make a man weak on my morning show. Finish your breakfast with AV, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Salute.
That's what's up.
This is what I want to say for anyone who's not familiar with AV. Y'all look at the brother background. Look at the professionalism.
Shit is crazy.
Check that brother out in the morning for all you
Thank
motherfuckers that work out or
Appreciate you,
something
my
like
nigga.
that. His shit is on Spotify too. So you can listen to that shit while you do your workout,
Thank you,
your
man.
walk, or whatever
That's
y'all
crazy.
do.
Appreciate you,
And
my
for
nigga.
all y'all niggas that cook breakfast for your chicken bed, listen to
Word.
while you cooking your babe.
Michael Ealy's character did that shit for Taraji on the first fucking Smash.
That nigga spent the night. That's some whole shit. But anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Hey, that dude Zeke didn't even get it on the 5th date. She was a real nightcap.
I want to say about AV too, man. I want to say, man, y'all need to go over there and follow this man. And I don't fuck with too many motherfuckers, man. But I do fuck with motherfuckers. The nigga's dropping the game over there, and he's consistent in a motherfucker, man.
It's crazy, my nigga.
Nigga grinding, nigga out here.
You guys inspire me, man. So you know what I mean. Iron sharpens iron, but I appreciate y'all niggas.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And the shorts be tight too. The shorts be tight,
trying, bro. This shit crazy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So let me say this. K-Zag and 20. Go ahead and like 50's joint before y'all get out of here. 50, I appreciate you having me in. Also, go ahead and go to the website, manhoodisaskillset.com. Go ahead and hit the links. I got some gear for sale. You can do some consultations if you feel like you want to do a one-on-one and step up your game and learn some shit about being a fucking man.
Change your
Not
life.
about the women, it's about being the man first.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, hey, real quick, let me see that picture again. Was that the picture of the notebook, nigga?
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh my nigga. This nigga's in the rain. She got both hands on his face. Nigga, I gotta see this, my nigga.
Yo. 30 minutes.
We got to.
I gotta see the movie now.
We got to.
Oh my nigga.
Yo, this shit crazy.
Nigga, 2 hands, nigga. That's my nigga. That is
palm in this nigga head, bro.
That's hard to watch right there, nigga. Right there. I might not get the thumbnail for that nigga. I'm getting it ready for that because I love that shit. Go ahead, J-Ron. My bad, man.
It's all good because I'm ready for that review too. I want to see that.
Oh my nigga, bud.
This is Jay Roman. My channel is Jay Roman Ways. Go ahead and be my first subscriber. There's nothing on there, but that lets me know that you're looking forward to something and motivates me even more. So it's Jay Roman Ways. No more excuses, just results. I don't deal with a lot of excuses. I had to knock my head a lot. My life wasn't easy. So, honestly, if it wasn't for my cousin here, Mr. 1950, Silverback Lifestyle, I wouldn't be on here. To be honest, I don't really care about a lot of people that I don't. I'm not a carer. I knock my head a lot, and I figure, hey, if I knock my head, you knock your head, you learn, get up. When my children fall and they look up, I tell them to get up. They can't fall no further. They're already on the ground. I don't hold nothing with excuses. So let's get moving. Become a subscriber, and you'll see what I do. Always willing to look at some comments, but at the end of the day, if you don't like me, I ain't gonna really care about it. I like myself enough for my own self. So either way, please look at the show with K-Zag on Saturdays, and one of my favorite shows on Sunday. Real Game No Theory,
nigga.
Pure entertainment.
That's a motherfucking beast, nigga.
and if you can look at it as pure entertainment, you halfway on your way. You got to have a certain spirit to look at it as entertainment, because some of you callers, man, y'all get so upset But if you really look at it after, yesterday eyes ain't today's eyes. Look at it again and realize what you need to do. So that's about it. I'm long-winded because I'm excited about my channel. We're about to get it rocking. Okay.
I was about to get on that.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah. Real quick. Real quick. This Miss 1950 last year's man on the planet. I do got a show tomorrow. I'm reviewing the business channel, man. I'm at 12:30 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. It's gonna be rocking and rolling, and then Sunday night, 6:30. That's my normal time for reviews. The channel is called The Attractive Man. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that before. Go ahead and put it in your phones. 927,000 subs, nigga.
Wow. Okay. All right.
This nigga saying what you tell her after she tell you she got a boyfriend. Nigga. 5 things you tell her after. I mean, it's a wild motherfucker right here, man. But look. Yeah, he's a wild nigga. But look.
Nigga, he looked like he got plastic surgery. Yeah.
I'm telling you, my nigga, hey, it's about to be a fun show on that day. And then, of course, I got my uploads. I got a couple uploads coming out tomorrow and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So they're already scheduled to come out. So I appreciate y'all coming through, man. These niggas gonna have me looking at this notebook shit, nigga. I'm telling you, man.
30 minutes, $5.
Hold on, 50. Let me say something because I got some comment. It's not Jay, it's just J. So if you're looking for my my channel, it's J and then J Roman Wade.
Gotcha. Subscribe right now, my G.
Yeah, I'm not subbing that, man.
It's all right.
I'm just playing. It's my nigga, blood. hey, but I'm gonna catch up with y'all niggas, man. I appreciate y'all niggas coming through. Hey, man, we out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.